guys, this afternoon I'm catching up with one of our local brewers. He's from the Hazeldean Brewery, and we're going to be chatting to him about what makes him a brewer and what made him become a brewer. So walk with me, I'm going to show you all the magic happens and introduce you to the man. This is where the magic happens. These are all our taps, and all of these taps are mostly local and microbrewers, and the one that we're talking to today is Hazeldean, and my trusty steed Timothy is pouring that magic brew. Let's go and meet the brewer. He is upstairs and waiting. And here we have the man of the moment. This is the brewer Marius. He's from Hazeldean Brewery, and I'm going to hand the camera over to Tim. Tim, you could just take it like that, and I'm going to chat to him. Right, you can sit down.
How's it going?
Fine, and you?
Good.
Good. Listen, as you come in and out every day or once a week delivering cakes, why brew? You studied, then you decided, or you decided from the beginning?
No, so I studied mechanical engineering, and then I, studied a little bit further, did my honours, masters. Really career driven. I worked for about 10 years in the industry, and then, one day this opportunity came along to follow my dream, to start brewing beer. Now, to a lot of people that sounds like a crazy thing to do, to be really, settled in a professional field and then, almost throw it out of the window and start brewing beer. But it's what I like doing, and if you do what you like doing rather than what you studied or what you're doing just for the money, you're not always doing it your best. Or getting satisfaction out of it. So that's sort of where it came from.
Everybody. Yeah. Tell me about how you got to the name Hazeldean. Why Hazeldean?
So the brewery started about 2 years ago. It was always a passion. I've been a home brewer for quite many years. And 2 years ago, in October 2015, an opportunity on the Hazeldean farm came about where the Cowhouse Market were going to open, and they needed a resident brewery that would brew beer, serve it at their market, and it was an opportunity I couldn't pass by. So I gave up everything. We had to basically come up with a brand, a logo, some solid beers that we could actually commercially sell rather than just home brewed beers, which isn't always ideal for selling to a commercial market. This all had to happen in a space of 3 months, so there was a lot of work that had to happen. The Hazeldean farm is a dairy farm. It has been for the past 80 years, so it's a farm with a lot of heritage, and that's heritage that I couldn't overlook. So with the logo, it's got the shape of an Ayrshire cow in it. Ayrshire cows have sort of a white stripe on the nose, and we've done that with the beer glass.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
That's in the nose there. So pulling it from pulling that through from the dairy farm of yesteryear to the brewery and those kind of activities which we will take forward from this point.
Yes. Tell me, what is the most challenging beer to brew?
I'd say all beers are fairly challenging.
The most difficult.
There's a fair. I'll get to the most difficult beer for me in a moment. The challenges of beer for me, the biggest challenges, and if one can get those under control, the rest kind of falls into place as you go along, learning how to brew different styles. But the cleanliness is the first aspect that if any home brewer, need to get right all the way up to commercial brewers, it's learning how to properly clean, sanitize equipment, and while brewing, keeping a clean regime. The other thing for me is temperature control. Beers, ales are not fermented at the same temperature as lagers, and if you don't get your temperature control absolutely spot on, you end up with something that doesn't quite taste like a lager or a milk stout. So, that's more a general thing about the challenges of brewing. But for me, the most difficult beer I've brewed so far is this one here, which is the Haymaker. And we brewed it with the Frontier Beer Company. It's an imperial stout. It's aged in red wine barrels. It's a higher alcohol beer, which has its own challenges. The higher the alcohol gets, the less the yeast is interesting to be part of this anymore. As we all know, alcohol is a disinfectant that kills things. So there's a challenge in itself. And you know, with beers that are aged in barrels, for example, you are transferring the beer multiple times from the kegs, from the fermentation vessel back into kegs, possibly for transport to where we will be aging the beers in the barrels, transferred to the barrels, cleaning the barrels themselves, transferring it back into kegs, you know, bottling it after that. So there's a lot of opportunity for infection.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's been a big challenge for us. And this beer won silver for us at Craft Beer Champs this year, and I'd say this has been the most challenging beer we've brewed to date, and also the most interesting and rewarding.
Beautiful bottle. It's really, really interesting. It's old school almost.
Yeah, it's a big bottle. It's a 660, so maybe share it with a friend. It is an 8% beer, so or have it on your own.
You guys are small local to Centurion, Pretoria side, if I'm correct.
Yes.
I know that you supply to some of the other establishments, but I'm pretty sure you're also quite excited about Centurion Beerhouse opening.
Absolutely.
A better platform, and your beer is done really well.
You know, the beer obviously you try to be in as many pubs as possible. Well, one, it's a revenue stream, but the other thing of craft beer, you know, it's not just about that. It's about sharing and caring and getting your beer out there to the craft lovers. Now, you know, there's certain pubs that is a lot more focused around education of craft beer. You know, you've got Capital Craft, which is an awesome establishment that does that, and Beerhouses as well. This isn't just about serving craft beer. This is about having information sessions, talking to the brewers, having blog posts, educating your staff to the extent that they're just not serving a beer, but they can actually talk about it to the clients, and that's special. That's something you don't find everywhere, and Beerhouse brings that. So,
and it's a new culture. People are leaning towards that. I can see clients coming in and tasting more of the
absolutely
more crafty beers than going with your traditionals that I won't mention.
And it's also it's also about a story. You know, the client wants something that's more than just a beer. He wants to potentially know what malts were used and what hops were used and what was the process. And craft beer brings that to the table. And places like Beerhouse brings that from the bottle or the keg to the client in the glass, you know, sharing that information.
That's great. Marius, thank you so much. I know that your time is limited and we really had to get you in ball and chain here. So
I will make any time for a beer.
Thank you so much. Cameraman, we are out.